Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 27 of the Asylum Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And we are in the after challenge part because Emily has already completed all 3 of her aspirations, so technically she could leave, but because we lost Kenny, one of my goals was that if we lost anyone, we would try and bring them back to life. But we are on our way to doing that. We have the angelfish. It's in our aquarium. We have all the plants sort of in progress, so it's a bit of a waiting game, waiting for them. And because she did the food aspirations and whatnot, she's already maxed her cooking and gourmet cooking skill, which is what you need to do to be able to make ambrosia. And she also has the points, the aspiration points, that is, to buy the youth potion that you need in the ambrosia. So we're just sort of waiting out for that, and hopefully no one else will die, but you know, then we'd have to wait and invite them back in also, and all those fun things. So she does have work today, and I had planned originally on having her quit, but because I decided while we were waiting and whatnot, we would have her work on the Renaissance Sim aspiration, which the first part is to read some books and get level 3, but the second part is to have a job, reach a certain level in a job. I figured we'll keep her in her job for now, and then just to have her work on there. It seemed kind of silly to not. And I have a club gathering going on, and because we're in the after part, we do have like more beds and more things around, unlike during the actual challenge part. Then I went by the rules, but since really the challenge part is over and this just is the after part, we have that. And plus part of my after part of the challenge looks like she needs some video games. I don't know if she's going to have time before she goes to work today. Part of my after challenge is to actually fix it up, which I've mostly already done, and she needs to earn a little bit more money so that we can maybe buy some more beds and whatnot for their area and her living space that she has, her own living space now, because she's now kind of the caretaker of it, is only available to her. She has her own kitchen, that's so that if anyone's in the way, she can cook freely. That's where she is. Where is she? Because I thought I actually, she mustn't. Okay, she's not in here. I turned off the aura in the kitchen, so it is now, should be inspired, because I turned on the sink to make it an inspired aura, because Dawn, I am partially trying to have them work on some of their aspirations a little bit, so I'm marginally controlling them just a teensy little bit. Not sure why he's tense. Oh, we have Kenny here, and he was like, in the bookcase rattling it around just before I started recording, so that must be why he's tense. So you, my dear, why don't you watch some TV? We'll watch culinary training videos. Not that she needs it, but I was wondering if it might help her with keeping her inspired. Oh, she's here, that's why. So that's why this doesn't look like it used to. The asylum does not look like it did when they first started, because it has already had most of the upgrades already done. But we are a little short on cash at this point in time. Not too bad, but still not the greatest. But she has paintings in her inventory that we need to have a street sale. And speaking of money, I think I can probably breed these frogs. So I will quickly do that. And I started the club gathering late today, so they're still doing a little bit of fishing because we just started it. But you know what? I think it's late enough in the day. I'll take that out so we can see what else they're up to. But I'm a little afraid of the woohoo in the club activity, because that was actually what indirectly caused Kenny to die, because we have woohoo, they all kind of fool around with each other, and Kenny got caught. He got embarrassed because of that, and then at the time we had one toilet, and he ended up having an accident and peeing himself and dying of embarrassment, of mortification. So, you, my dear, I'm going to just quickly pause it because I'm trying to figure out. She has a computer. I haven't actually given a computer to the rest of the housemates. Though I probably could have. But this was the computer that we had originally had, and then I put that in our inventory, and I bought the TV because they were having a hard time with fun. Looks like he's not liking whatever Lexi is saying because he's got a cross through. Go to the bathroom, Clyde. We have a couple there. And I had to got Emily. Okay, go. Stop watching TV. Sorry, I should have told you to stop watching TV. That's my fault. And she hasn't done her drinks. Maybe she'll play a little bit, and we'll just may as well have her make drinks for everyone quickly before she goes to work, just to help not hot and smokies. They're way too expensive. Just she may as well get a boost. I don't think it'll make any difference because there's no way she's going to get, I highly doubt that she will, there, she's got that done. I highly doubt she'll get a promotion because she's well down that list of things, and she has no vacation days left because I took them all last weekend before she had completed her last aspiration. Because if I remember correctly, you're only supposed to have a job in the Asylum challenge on the medium one for your main sim if they require it for their aspiration. And since she had finished her aspiration, she technically didn't require it. But I had asked and everybody said it was okay for me, or those who commented thought it was okay for her to take some vacation days. So that is what she ended up doing. So hurry up with your drinks, my dear, so that we can take you to work. And she had her up so late because originally I was trying to get her to read through those books and everything before so that she could quit and get that done. But I realized it was just not an unattainable thing to do. And like I said, given that we're essentially waiting for the plants because I have grafted over in the garden over here. We'll let her make her drinks. We have grafted the splice, so we have orchid on this plant, so we need it to give us an orchid. I don't think we have the orchid yet, and then once we have the orchid, we will have to plant it, and then we have grafted the cherry onto the apple to get the pomegranate, and then when we get the pomegranate, we'll have to plant that, and then once we have the pomegranate and the orchid, we can graft them together, and then we'll have a death flower, but we again have to wait for it to evolve and get to the point of us doing that. So I'm going to let her go to work, and unless something they're all enjoying their drinks, it looks like. I was going to sell them. Which ones I can. 183 simoleons for that. Thank you very much. So I won't take them out of their hands, but if they're sitting there and available, no, I can't do that one. Then I will, yeah, they're drinking those. If you catch them before they finish them, you can actually still sell them, but sometimes they'll clean them up and put them in the sink before you get that far. But that's okay. She's not that hurting for money, and as I said, she does have some pictures in her inventory that she can sell. So there's no real point having her work hard. So unless something happens, I will be back when she gets back from work. Well, nothing happened really during the day. I didn't see anything really happen. I'm just selling this into her inventory, breeding the frogs, and sending her to bed. And I guess the other thing we can briefly do is see what everybody has in their inventory, or at least everybody who's home. She never did get a lot of sleep last night because I think we had her up asking Kenny to move in. And like I said, I also had her reading and trying to work on that aspiration, which she's not going to have any energy to do. So I'll hit play and send her to bed. And so Brian has some fish, maybe instead of watch. So Brian has fish. And then we got some stuff in Dawn's. Nothing too major. Some harvesting. I must have had her do that just to work on her gardening skill because she has a gardening aspiration. And then Arya has nothing. And Kenny, oh my goodness, he's been busy since he came back. He's got lots of fish. I think he was my prolific fisherman when he was here before. So unless again something happens, we will be back in the morning or whenever Emily gets up. It's very early morning and Emily was still a little bit tired. I'm just trying to drag her food, but she was also very hungry. So I thought I would get her up, if I can do this, there, and bring that over here. And have her make some more food because I noticed that there wasn't as much food left. There's 3 of that. And of course, she's had a serving that. So now there's 7. And then there's only 1 of the chickens. So there's really not a lot of food left. And since she still is mostly responsible for it, I mean, Dawn, we may have him do some cooking because he needs to do it for his aspiration. And like I said, I'm going to marginally control them. It's just, I find it a little hard because I'm trying not to look after their needs and just do a little of the things for their aspiration in the middle without doing their needs. And of course, Arya, she actually is mourning Kenny over there. So I didn't realize that actually happened. I would have thought once the sim was back in the house that everything would be okay, but it doesn't seem to be me doing anything there. She doesn't seem to be recognizing the fact that he's in the house, and she went and mourned him in the night, even though Kenny's not in the gravestone. So I'll leave it there for now. I mean, I could technically just take his gravestone and put the fishing back in, and I did, but I'll leave it it's probably not going to be that long. The garden actually needs to be looked after because we don't want anything to die, because then we'll lose all the work that we've done. So we may as well chat a little bit while we're here. And she hasn't obviously done any progress on that. And she needs some fun. And she needs, you know what you can do for fun? You can listen to music, and then you may as well make your drinks because you're going to be going to work again today. Because that's just the way it is, because I haven't managed to get anything done. And since you really have to concentrate on the garden with all your housemates, and of course everybody's flirty over there, because every other room in the house gives them the flirty roulette, and so she's wanting to chat with Aria. Because I guess that might be from when I was saying it before. Do your chatting and listen to your music and do what you said you need to do, so that we can go do the gardening with everybody, so that our garden doesn't die, because that's very, very important. It's very important that we look after our garden. Okay, you've talked. Sorry. Stop. And you stopped I told you to make some drinks for everyone. And you didn't listen to me. You canceled it. Do it, please. You may as well. And it also makes us some money. So I'm going to sell the plasma packs. And I realized probably the reason Kenny had fish in his inventory is, I'm guessing he had them from before he died. And I didn't realize they came back with the things in their inventory. Because Kenny also has the earbuds that he got in his inventory. So I thought they had gone into our household inventory. But it seems like you kind of get it back. I'm guessing. Not that I'm doing anything with the earbuds, but I was able to take all the fish out of his inventory and put it in and turn them into plasma packs. So it seems like I've converted those. And what is he doing over there? He's going outside. I guess that's what he's going out to fish, because he doesn't need a door because he's a ghost. So he was able to go directly out there. So that is helping her fun, because I do have her listening to music. And it would be ideal if she got a little bit of sleep before she went out again for work, because she is pretty tired. But before we do any of the sleeping, we need to get them working on their garden, which of course Kenny needs to do for his aspiration. But I don't want to put it, because we have 2 Sims that need gardening for their aspiration. So we'll see how long it takes, because I can sort of do some of that, like the actual watering part indirectly. I figure we'll just leave it at that. So now they have 22,000. She obviously didn't get a promotion when she came home. She just got her regular money. So we're going to sell those, 183 simoleons each. That's one thing. Oops, it looks like someone's coming to get that. Oh well, I'm not going to be that. Oh, and there's food here. We don't need to have that on the floor. You can put it up and maybe someone will eat it. Can I sell that? Nope. I was just curious, because I've heard you can sell food on the table that came with City Living. So we are going to tend the garden together. There you go. You can stop listening. Sorry, sweetie. I should probably put some music out here. And the other thing that happened overnight, and I put it right into their inventory, was we got some more cow plants, which I'm going to sell. Oh, I guess I have to do it. I always have a hard time because it's different. I always forget. I'm going to do 2 of them because she needs one. Oh, that must have been from... I think I'll sell this stool because we have a nicer stool now. And then this duffel of cash, we'll put it over here in down the hall. There we go. And we have an extra coffee maker if this one breaks. I think it's the same coffee maker. Yeah. And it's worth 0. But this one's worth the full amount. I think they're the same. Yep. May as well sell this one. We don't really need an extra one. So I'll go back into live mode and let's just check in on everybody. Hit play. Oh, it was already playing. Just paused because I was in build mode. So we'll get some more money from selling. Oh, and they are all gardening together. Yay. So that's very good. And it was Adelynn who is wanting to do some gardening, and so she needs to do some more evolving. And she is tense. Is she tense from... Yeah, startled by ghost. I'm getting a lot of that. Oh well, it's going to take a little bit of time, and we definitely don't want our plants and garden to die because that... Oh. The wall came up in my way all of a sudden. I didn't even think I moved. So let's go through this gardening. Oh, she's level 8 of the gardening skill. I should check on Emily, to be honest. Check her aspirations. We need some of these points. Freelance botanist. So she did have to, that's why I was wondering if she needs to do a cow plant. So I will put that one back out, because that will help it count for her. Because she was on that part. I just find them very dangerous and then they die. And so we go cow plant. So we've got that part of the aspiration done. And we will sell it, because I don't know that the others will get that far, but even if they do get that far, we catch enough cow plant berries, so we can always get another one. So there we go. We're at 24,436. We're doing pretty well. So you come and don't do that. You come and harvest everything. You may as well. Or maybe what I should have done, instead of having her harvest everything, I'm not going to have her harvest everything. Primarily because she needs some sleep. So she can go to sleep, but because Adelynn is working on this aspiration, I am going to have her harvest everything, because then I will just transfer it. And part of hers is she needs to do some evolving. And I did notice that something here was sparkling away. There it is. That was sparkling, so she can get another one in. And of course, the fences stay up all the time. They don't go down. And is that the only thing that's ready to evolve? Oh, this needs to be watered, so I will let her... When Emily wakes up, I will let her do the water together, and Adelynn, you may as well come and harvest all, and I guess evolve that one. Although we really need... Lovely, we have trash plants at our entrance. Very classy and lovely for our upgraded card design. I saw this that said about cards in the acquired the logic skill. For our upgraded asylum is what I mean to say. So she is done with harvesting that. And like I said, the main reason, she wants to buy a hot tub, which is what I was saying. I was thinking of getting a hot tub, and I think they have enough money. I'm going to quickly go into buy mode and buy them a hot tub, and I'm going to buy them a couple of more beds so that they each have a bed. Because we're not in the normal part of it, so I think that's okay. So I'll be back momentarily. Well, Emily just had a nap after I did all the changes, and then she went to work, but she's still really tired. She did get a vacation day. She didn't get a promotion. She's very close to that promotion. The garden doesn't look like it's ready to harvest. Like I said, this is really kind of a waiting game, this particular part, because we're waiting for the things to be ready. And I should breed these frogs and check everybody's inventory, as I generally tend to do, and I should probably sell a lot of the frogs. I'll have to think about between now and then whether I'm going to have her. Because if she went to work, she'd probably get a promotion in the next part and get a bonus, which will help them with money, and then maybe she can take her vacation day for the next part, because she has one, and then she can concentrate. She may, I guess, and Don, of course, went to work into his culinary career, and I don't know why he is tense. Oh, he needs a vacation day. Sorry, Don, I can't control you that much. And I realized while she was at work, was Ketty came in and possessed this this stand for a TV that I didn't put a TV on, which means he can probably come and use her bed or use anything in her space if he wants, because he's a ghost. And so even though I've locked it, I don't think that would keep him out. But let's quickly check everybody's inventory. I don't know that I've checked Clyde's ever. So, because we did have some fishing going on, but it doesn't look, no, that was the harvesting, of course, which I could get. And no rush for that. And a whole fish from Lexi, nothing. They were fish out, and there's that. They were fishing for a bit. I did have that as an activity today, but it didn't seem like they caught very much. But, oh well. We are doing pretty well. She is doing pretty well. So we will be, there we go. We can check Clyde, because we haven't checked, and he has a whole fish. And I did add the 2 extra beds there. And I have room for another toilet and shower, so they walk down here. But I don't know that they really use these ones, or if they only use these front ones. So I might have to just change the whole setup, because I don't know why they wouldn't go and use them, because they're there. Unless, I don't know. I'll have to think about it, because it would be nice if they actually use them. But, I can only do so much. And he wants to talk to Self, whatever. So we'll be back in the morning. I was going to say it was morning, but it's actually 12:30 because it took her, she slept forever because she just hasn't had a good night's sleep. And I finally let her sleep until she woke up, and then I let her have a thoughtful shower, make some food because we were running out. I did have Dawn make some food. I didn't actually do anything to influence him to be inspired for that meal. I just let him do it. I'd hope that this sink is supposed to have an aura that makes Sims inspired, but it didn't seem to work, and he seems to be embarrassed. Oh, awkward encounter. I think someone was trying to be flirty. Is she embarrassed? Because I don't know that no, she's not. Because I had been thinking of getting her the shameless trait, and I don't remember if I actually did give her the shameless trait, because I mean, at this point, I think I did, but I got that for her, I'm pretty sure, after she completed all her aspirations, because I think at that point she had earned it. I don't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure that I got that. So she wouldn't have gotten, share some cooking. I had her come out here, listen to some music, and talk to, because she needed her fun and her social and her hunger to go up. So I thought we would do that, and it looks like he's about to. Let's leave him alone because it looks like he needs to go have a shower. So hopefully that's what he's doing. And, oh, maybe he's not. He's cleaning up. Well, thank you. And I did actually originally have her come. I wanted her to upgrade this, because they don't know that we're cleaning that. They just keep using it dirty, and they seem to use that one. Like I said, I didn't know. I was thinking of maybe seeing if there was some way, if I change this a little bit, that they might come. I can maybe make the hall down here and no doors and just do it this way. Maybe I'll think about that. Maybe while she's at work, because shouldn't cost very much money. And, okay, you're done. You're done. You're done listening. Go do that upgrade so that it is not so filthy all the time. And how are our garden? Well, maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe instead of doing that, we should come and tend the garden together. And then we will let Adelynn do some more harvesting so that she can work on that aspiration, because she needs to get... Oh, she actually has. You know who needs to do that? It's Kenny. Kenny, why don't you come? Harvest everything. Because you need to plant some things 3 times, which hopefully if we get any of the things that we need, I don't know that there's enough things here. I don't know that we have our pomegranate and our snapdragon available yet to harvest. Though, you know what? We did some grafting, and it looks like there's some dragon fruit I see on here, and some grapes. Yeah, some grapes. And I thought I saw the blackberry, which we just spliced just to be able to get that. Okay, I thought I told you to come and harvest everything. Maybe they were in your way and that's why you couldn't do it. Because maybe if we get some things, you can plant some things to do that part of it, and then you can do some evolving. And how are you doing? You know what? What are you going to do? Chat with Lexi. I guess she kind of needs some socialization, but I was also thinking what you need to do is, if there was room for you to play at this chess table, then you could get some socialization and with gossip. Oh, Kenny's reached level 2. Excellent. And, oh right, because Dawn works at the same place. Can I play chess? Can I join game? Are you actually playing, Lexi, or are you just sitting there? You're just sitting there. So if you could get up and, like, leave, that would be good. So that we can play and work on our skills that we're working on for our Renaissance sim. Because it's not like you're playing chess. So let us go play chess before we go to work. And then we can socialize and play chess. And the rest of her needs are reasonable. So that's good. And that should also help build her fun. Are you playing? No. You could join game. Because that didn't seem to be working. Talk about dreams. TV's in my way. You know what? You really probably should go take a shower, Dawn, or you're not going to feel very good at work today. But then again, that shower is filthy. But we have a hot tub outside. There's no reason for you not to go use the hot tub. I don't think that it's broken. Let me go quickly check. Nope, it isn't. So she's going to play, and she's all flirty, and then I'm going to have her actually, you know what, why don't you cloud gaze together? If I can do that. If I can find it, not if I can do it. Friendly. Ask to cloud gaze. But I don't know that she'll have time to cloud gaze. 9 minutes. Oh, and then we're there fishing away. That seems to be the club activity that they do the most. Like, if I have that in there, they tend to respond to that more than anything else. Is she going to get to level 3 before she goes to work? You know what? It doesn't really matter. Just go cloud gaze, go to work, and then we'll have you take a vacation day tomorrow. But let's check in briefly and quickly, because I think this part has gone on long enough. And I will have Kenny do some planting off camera to work on his aspiration. And when we come back next time, will probably be when Emily comes from work. Oh, look, we got our orchid. So we have one of the things we need for the we still need the pomegranate, but that's still a really good thing. So we'll let him do this. So I'll let him work on his aspiration here. And like I said, when we come back next time, we'll come back when Emily is back from work. Unless something happens in the meantime, and I hope nothing bad happens, is all I can say. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you like the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.